the rhythm. Festival, the rhythm.
I'll say hi in just a minute, but I'm feeling this beat.
Tearing off the sky.
Yeah. What's up, Doc?
What's up, Biff?
Man, how many times have you heard someone say, "What's up, Doc," in your life?
Quite a bit.
Hello, how are you?
Doing well, sir. Doing well. Just
Welcome,
checking
everyone.
checking out the charts, seeing what the markets have to offer for us today.
Oh, there's charts?
Oh yeah, we have a couple of those here.
People were looking at charts today, huh? I hadn't heard.
Yeah, once or twice.
I was looking at this wheel. Look at this wheel of awesomeness we got spinning here. We finally got all these names loaded onto this wheel, which took me the better part of a month, but we finally got it done for our Rabbit Hole Stochi Twerps giveaway. So we'll get to do that here tonight.
Ended up with 100 names, guys. 100 names.
Yeah, that was a pain in the drain. I'm not gonna lie, but we got it done.
I'm sure of it.
All kinds of other stuff in the news. Let me go back to my screen here, and we're just going to share our screen. Again, this is just Doc and I are going to talk tonight. Talk a little crypto. Join us. Relax. Take a deep breath. This is the Crypto Twerps Tortured Ed Sheehan collaboration we're going to give away. We're going to draw 5 winners on the wheel. This was just our promotion on Twitter. Go follow us at GOLDMANN. If you're not already, do you live under a rock, man? We're taking over, right?
Follow us, join the Telegram, start playing to earn daily with us.
Where you at?
We have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun over in the Telegram too.
While we're talking NFTs, you got to look at this. I mean, we just got to start off at looking at how hot this is. I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, I can.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely my favorite one right there.
It's so good. Let me find the drop here so I can like post it in the chat. I'll definitely post that
on Twitter. Follow him too, guys. At Brovic on Twitter.
Yeah, his company's called Anon V Digital, and he's got that Twitter account as well. Go, check this collection out because it's just absolutely insane. That was a very nice collaboration as well. Just so much fun, like working with all these people that we've met randomly just in our travels and like journey on this STAXX mission.
Yeah, it really has. It has been a journey, but it's opened my eyes to so many things, man. Just like Vic is a perfect example of one of the things that we're able to do with what we've built with STAXX. Just to give people a quick little background, Vic lives over on the other side of the world from us over here in the US. He's over in Indonesia, and he supports his family off of the art he makes. So for us to be able to teach him how to use the ecosystem and watch him grow alongside of us has been an amazing, amazing journey. And he's putting out some killer artwork, dude.
Yeah, that's the drop for this, which is just insanely awesome and super excited to have our name associated with that, but also just make him a few ends. And we don't want to present that like he's a charity case, because he's the opposite. This dude's a hustler. I mean, he's just a great artist. And he does all our stickers for our Telegram room. He'll make custom avatars for you. He did my drop. This is what we're about, guys. This is like, this is what we do. We collaborate with people, right? And we don't care where you live, he barely speaks English. We don't let language barriers get in the way of that either, right? And that's not to say anything wrong with that, right? It's just we don't speak the same native language, and yet we're like, inseparable, right?
In translation.
Yeah, of course things get lost in the translation, but language barriers will be broken here real soon by computers anyway. So here's the legendary drop, which just turned out. Let me get back there. The legendary drop turned out just awesome too. Just that whole thing, it's so much fun, I guess, seeing kind of
really.
some of these things go for full circle, and having watched Vic start making NFTs on his mobile phone to this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a beautiful piece of work that's animated and, you know, fits our Stacks the Planet theme, and just, you know, that smoke one with you. And this is the legendary. Again, this is the rare one. I think I mean, it's still only, we'll have to go look at it. I think it's 100 wax.
Yeah,
So it's not
100
like
wax.
really expensive or anything.
Under $10 USD.
Yeah, come on. Get out there and go buy this thing. $9, 100 wax. It's like
Yep,
9
and-
cents right
and-
now. I got the first mint, so there's
I
plenty
don't
of
get
them out
any of the
there.
profits. All of this goes to Vic. This is all.
Yeah, and these the less rare one he's got set up. I didn't look to actually see the name on the rarities, but just go check out the atomic drop. And the cheapest one is 1 wax. So maybe we'll do a blend with that someday. Maybe we'll do the blend with ours and blend yours and mine. That would be cool.
That would be cool.
So, you know, we'll come up with some creative ways to have fun with this stuff.
Possibilities are endless. That's for sure.
Yeah, obviously let's look at some charts too. I think I was pulling some charts and just kind of looking at random things earlier, but see what, well, Bitcoin actually bounced quite a bit. So
Yeah.
the gloom and doom this morning, you know, has subsided at least temporarily.
Yeah, this might be the relief rally. Like we had talked about, yeah, if you pull up the weekly chart, man, there's so much room to range and consolidate. And I mean, dude, we can literally consolidate between, if they wanted to, all the way down to 26K, all the way up to 40K, and back down to 26K, and just play with the range.
Well,
I
let's
mean-
look at this for a second. Yeah, so let's just stay on this weekly because, I mean, you know,
I do want to check the
this is-
monthly chart too, though, because it shows a different story.
say that again because I kind of walked over you.
I do want to check the monthly chart.
Oh
as
yeah.
well.
Well, let's just back out now then. Right, you know, while we're here. This is like, I like this kind of setup. This looks nice on our screen, so you know, hopefully our viewers can kind of see what we're talking about, and let us know, guys, if you have any questions or you want to see a view or a time frame. I'm a professional analyst. You know, we've been doing this a long time, right? We're here sharing this with you guys. Get in here, ask questions, right? That's how you learn, right? We didn't have this luxury. So use your resources, guys. We're right here, right now, talking to you. You know, actually got the restream up. If you're on Periscope, feel free to chime in as well. Say hi to us, guys. You know, that's what we're here, out meeting people, networking, talking about crypto, learning about things. We are blockchain agnostic, so you know, we don't play favorites, right? We use what works, right? We use what we like and what works and what networks people. Yeah, man. We're Staxies, man. Staxies, not Axies.
Also, I've got the Twitch stream pulled up too. So if you guys, as you are watching the stream, have any questions about anything we're talking about, feel free to pop it up into the Twitch stream. You know, shoot us a question. We'll do our best to answer it.
Oh yeah, we'll drop some of our promos too, which I didn't talk about. You know, here's the link for that. So we've been selling these promos for 2 wax each and having a lot of fun with them just in our Telegram group, giving them away. We're giving them away on Twitter. If you get one, you definitely want to hold these guys. So this is what we do, right? You need to start paying attention now, right? This is called the STAXX.CLUB, right?
Yep.
So you don't want one of these. You don't want 2 of them. You want 10 of them. Why is that, right? Well, that's because the next drop, right, is only going to be 50. And it's going to be the animated version. It's spinning around on my screen over there, right? And it's beautiful. And we're going to custom mint this thing with our, you know, seal of awesomeness on it. And this is going to be like our first real nice drop. So the only way to get it is going to be blending 10 of these promos together. So there you have it. Right, and we're not announcing this or anything, right? We've only kind of just talked about it. We've put a couple of things up. You can see here, even on the Nifty blocks, you know, drop that, you know, it really says full drop details to be announced. This is how we like to do things, right? We like to engage with people in our community, and we like to have fun sharing things. And we've literally been paying people to share these. So like paying community money to like market our own promo drop, which is a blast, right? It's not easy. It's very
It's a lot of
time
fun.
consuming, right? But it's engaging with our community, right? And so I've sold a lot of these when we, it says there, you know, the first 10 we actually did on a drop on accident. Should have been 1,000, but they're all in the same pool, right? So there's 1,000 of these things. When we hit 500, we'll go ahead and announce the rare blend, right? And then we'll announce the time and the date of the blend, and it will be a FOMO blend, meaning
It's
first
time.
come, first mint. So first blend gets the #1 mint, and we will announce the date and time so that it's fair. And trust me, we'll pump it.
And
Right.
it'll only be available for a short amount of time too.
It will
Once-
only be available for a short amount of time. We'll put a timer on it, and whoever mints the, you know, in that time frame will get their rares, and that will be it. And then this template will be locked up forever. And this is our very first ever public sale. So take that for what you will, because we plan on doing a lot more, right? A lot more projects, getting involved in a lot more of our own fun NFT projects as well. But you know, it's time to start fundraising on our own, and our community knows, you know, what we're all about. And I mean, we've just got some absolute rock stars, but we're getting organized now, right? And this is exactly what we need, because 50% of everything we sell is going back into our community, but this one is pretty much just all going back. I mean, it is all going back. We're not keeping this.
Yeah,
is not.
we're
Not keeping any. We're making it rain wax in our chat rooms. I mean, we're pumping out, you know, gifts and NFTs left and right. I mean, this is all going back into the community.
Not to mention the monthly rewards for the most active users. I mean, there's a lot of ways to earn with STAXX for sure.
It's a whole new world, right? It's a whole new world where you don't even really have to sell products. Go out to our website, check out, see what we're doing. We're getting those things updated. We'll get the replays of some of our recent streams up there as well. But yeah, you know, if you guys want to know, you know, right? People ask me all that all the time. It's like, well, how do we support you guys? How do you help? Well, there it is, right? Now we've got this, you know, it's 20 cents, right? Buy one for 20 cents. Buy a few of them for a few bucks, and then you'll be ready to go for this rare mint and help us promote our brand. Please share them. You know, that's how you help, right?
Okay, so we got a question popped up in the Twitch. JS is asking in the chat room why the charts are so nuts right now.
Okay, so we're zoomed out now, and we're looking at this monthly. And when you look at a monthly, it doesn't look so nuts, right? Because it's clear up and down. But you know, let's go look at some of this volatility, right? So obviously, you know, this has been a lot of chop, right? So this is why your altcoins are getting wrecked. This is why there's a lot of instability in the market. This is why people are turtle shelling up and moving into USD and just, you know, not taking a lot of risk and appetite, because this is what's just killing people. It's killing leverage trades. It's killing positions. You know, this is what you call chop, right? It's classic, just chop city consolidation. The question is now, where's the next move, right? Because you can see this is a very clear zone here. And this is either going to be kind of a Wyckoff spring, which we can talk about, which actually looks like it's setting up perfect for that. Or it's going to be a trap door to who knows where, right? And this is kind of, you know, we didn't really zoom out and look at the monthly, Doc, but if you want to get into the nitty gritty, it's right here, right? So we can start talking about this right now if you want. If you want me to back up, we can.
No, you're good. I think literally, I mean, the daily shows the level too. Like we said, depending on how we close out this month and if it gets bloody or if it springs, it really could. It could pull all the way back into the 16, 17Ks in my opinion.
Now, if I look at these daily wicks, you know, clearly this is being protected, right? I mean, we're shooting off of this line here at 29. 29 is clearly a point of interest. It's clearly being tested over and over and over again, but so is 40K. So that's a huge range. I mean, my gosh, you know, it seems funny to even be talking about that now, but I guess a couple of years ago we were talking about this same spot around 7K, you know, so.
Yep. I said 3 weeks ago, I said, if we haven't turned 42K into support by the end of this month, I think we're going to bleed some more. I really do. I think it.
Well, let's
And
look. So
I
again,
wouldn't
so
be
we've
right.
talked about this, right? So the last show, we basically warned everybody, like, listen, right? We're gonna go hit 40K, and then we're gonna go down and eat some more lunches. And I think that was my exact quote, and that's exactly what happened, right? So here's your monthly, right? So zoom out, guys, and don't overcomplicate things right now, and stop paying attention to all this garbage that happened 2 years ago and 3 years ago, because nobody gives a fuck what happened in 2018 anymore. That is old news, guys.
Yeah. New
So
players now.
if you still have the PTSD, or whatever it is that's screwing you up now from 3 years ago, you need to just let that shit go, right? It's a whole new ball game. There's new players. There's tons more money, right? And just get in the mindset of focusing on what is on your screen, right? And don't overcomplicate things, right? So here's the top. Here's our current range. If you want to take some middle zones, and we can talk about ranges, but this is the only thing that's really interesting to me right now, right? So this is our original move up. Clearly this zone was a catalyst to move up to this top that has spilled over, right? So I mean, pretty classic top, kind of mean reversion, if you want to call it that. Now the question is, right, where are these levels marked? Well, these levels were marked points of interest, right? So kind of here was our top that created this cascade. This was the level of the original spillover that held its support and moved us up. So these, are just lines that we've had for
Months.
Yeah, I mean, literally we drew them in January, guys.
The thing is, the doji at the top of that monthly, I mean, that is literally a textbook market reversal. Now, as we're setting up, like I said, down here at this bottom here, go back to that monthly real quick.
Yeah, so I just wanted to show that this was the weekly, point of interest, because this is the line that shot this up. This is the line that shot this down. So there's your zone, and then perfectly we're back to it. 6 months later? I mean,
what was one of the other things we talked about? What was it, like probably 3 or 4 months ago? We were talking about how the difference between the maturity of the market and the way it's been respecting levels, now that the bigger money, the more responsible money has entered the market.
Yeah, and I'll tell you right now, when you look at this view right now, I don't know how you can look at this and be excited. I mean, the way this looks with the oscillators and this view right here on the monthly, which should have your most weight, right? Because you're zoomed out the furthest. This looks like poo doo doo.
Yeah, it looks like
it's it looks like it's we're headed to zero.
Yeah, to me it looks like it's in the middle of a downward move.
Right. This looks awful, right? Yeah. So let's not beat around the bush, right? We could clearly go blast through 29K in the next move, and down the rabbit hole we go. So if you're not prepared for that,
the pullback from the last all-time high was what, 93%? When it hit 37K,
they go in chunks of 40. Again, BitMEX almost killed Bitcoin last April, so I don't know if you really count that.
Well, I'm not talking about all at once. I'm talking about the total move from 19K back to, what was it, 37 something.
There's been plenty of 70% moves. If we actually wanted to measure things and kind of, I mean, I don't consider this top really much because it didn't do anything other than wick, but.
Right.
This is a 50% move, right? Normally they're 30 and 40% moves. If you're looking at 70, 80 beyond, we're in that 12 to 14K range where you're kind of talking about. Right. So, maybe you could draw lines in here, right?
Yeah, I don't. That's all speculation, though, at that point. I mean,
here's the run, right? Here's where the run starts. Clearly, here's where your volume starts. Here's where the money flow starts. Here's where we peaked out our RSI. Now here's the first buy signal on the weekly RSI, and clearly the money flow is still going down. Clearly, the squeeze momentum is still on the side of
I still don't even see it. I don't even see any bullish divergence at all.
There's nothing here to get excited about on the higher time frames, and there hasn't been for a long time.
Nope.
So, I'm not going to pretend it's anything else than that. At least that from that view, and that's these these oscillators have done me very well for the last 5 years. So why would I change them? They're very simple. Any of you guys can go pull these. I'm using TradingView, a free version of it. Any of you guys can go log into TradingView right now, make a free version of this, and pull up this view yourself. This is exactly why we do this, guys, to show you guys what you can do yourselves, right? Yeah. This is a squeeze momentum indicator, money flow indicator, Chris Moody's stock, MTF. It's just, you know, stochastic with some fancy indicators in it. So it's got the nice colors and stuff. That's really it. It's just a stochastic, nothing fancy. Now putting these three oscillators together, I get nice views of kind of what's happening with not only the volume, but the strength, right? So here's your relative strength, and here's your actual money flow, which is more of like a weighted RSI, right? So it also takes into volume, right? So I like looking at the squeeze momentum, you know, I like kind of seeing where momentum might be going. And you can see actually, you know, if you're kind of, we're looking at these oscillators right now, this is good right here. So this is, you know, indicating a pretty big pullback of the rubber band right here. Cause you can see how far down the squeeze momentum had to be pulled down to pull us out of the rafters back into this zone. Right. And maybe that was just a huge dump, but clearly, you know, that pulled back on the squeeze and should have had a rubber band swing back up effect. Instead, we just blasted off this 40K mark and came back down to 29K. You know, a huge blast in the face, huge rejection off that 40 mark. Now, is that bullish? No, it's not either. But the question now becomes, is this being absorbed, right? Are these whale games, are they reaccumulating down here to get everybody thinking, you know, this is the end of the bull run, and, you know, this is definitely going to crash to 12K, and let's go ahead and just, you know, have everybody sell their Bitcoin to us and blast this thing to wherever, right? That could absolutely, you know, still happen. So
the thing is
that's Bitcoin, right?
If they're accumulating at this level, they're going to dunk it one more time before it really slingshots out of the zone.
Now, I'm not like a Wyckoff expert either. I don't stick to any I don't stick to like any one discipline per se. I like to kind of look at everything, but you know,
I really like the KDJ indicator.
You want to go look at like Wyckoff cycles, right? Just go read about it. It's pretty clear, you know, markup, markdown stuff. You can definitely read about it. But here's the kind of the Wyckoff accumulation chart. And this is what you'll hear a lot of traders talk about. So, you know, the Wyckoff event, well, what does that mean? Well, you can kind of see these, you know, again, if you want to read about the specifics, I'm not going to bore everybody that doesn't want to look at charts, but these are very clear lines that appear over and over and over again in history, right? And eventually people start noticing things and start labeling them accordingly. And this makes a lot of sense if you start reading into some of this stuff about, you know, support rallies and kind of tests, right? So this could be almost exactly, you know, what we're looking at right now, right? So let me see if I can just kind of stretch one of these out. Oops. We'll get this weekly back up. Actually, the daily looks almost perfect for this. Look at me schooling live on air. Very, very close to kind of what this looks like right here, where your preliminary support has been built here now, right? So here's your move, your markdown, right? Your preliminary support accumulation phase, and then the final kind of catalyst. Normally, what you're looking at for in these situations is called the spring, and that's kind of like the big, you know, indicator that, you know, you might be looking to kind of move up and move into the next phases and the end of the Wyckoff events. Again, if you want to go learn more about that, you know, maybe or Wyckoff's like a whole, you know, discipline in itself. But
Did see a stat earlier today where what was it, 215, I think 215 billion in shorts, in total shorts were closed after the drop earlier.
yeah, so again, this zone right here, if I was short-term trading, I, you know, this would be kind of where I'd stay out, right? Kind of
Yeah.
wait and see. You don't want to get, you don't
Having
never want to
said
give
that-
your profits back up just getting chopped, right?
having said
Good
that,
traders don't mess with slop. That's what this is called. If I was doing anything right now, I'd be building a position. And
Yep.
I mean, again, look at this. You know, that looks pretty damn good, doesn't it? Like that's,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, clearly a
Yeah.
test, right? Test, right? This could absolutely be a spring if you drew this line. If I move this line up just a little bit, it would almost look exactly like this chart. So the next question comes up, you know, right in here, right? You want to read more about kind of like the ups, like, and what they're called and phases and that sort of thing. But very interesting. You know, obviously we'll keep eyes on this zone. I expect more accumulation chop short term just by kind of looking. This daily is rolled over. It kind of looks like it's bottomed out here at 29, but would I test this right now or trust it for some sort of long-term play, or am I going all in on any of these altcoins or anything like that? Absolutely not. So that's just my personal opinion. Again, not financial advice. We don't do that. Again, my camera is zooming in.
It loves the Bitcoin stuff, dude.
Completely randomly on its own.
Yeah.
That usually means the government is watching. So yesterday they were looking at the clock though.
It did
All right.
that. Yeah, it did the clock last time.
We're getting way off topic here. So we looked at some Wyckoff. We looked at the charts. We said the monthly and the weekly looks awful. This daily is not inspiring a lot of confidence either. But again, this is Bitcoin, so tune in next
It'll
week. You
probably
know,
retest-
who knows,
it'll
right?
probably retest 40K again.
Clearly, you know, let's just leave it at this for now, right? And if you guys have any questions about, you know, big money trading, or if you want to look at some altcoin charts, we can. But we're just trying to kind of keep this high level, and you know, everybody kind of knows what's going on. Like markets are in trouble, but you know, again, we want to kind of explain the why, and the why is, I don't care what coin it is, if it's attached to some sort of Bitcoin pair in any, you know, major exchange right now, it's going to be affected by the Bitcoin price.
Yeah.
That's just how things work, guys. Don't cry about it. You know, just get used to it, understand how it's going to work. And if you're worried about your USD value of your portfolio, then you need to learn how to mitigate that risk. It's just quite that easy, right? I mean, I'm not saying it's easy to trade or move in and out and try to time markets, because I don't do that anymore. I buy a little bit here and there, I stash it away, I trade in and out of coins, and you know, trade NFTs and sell things, but I don't move in and out of USD anymore. It makes it so much easier to not worry about the USD value of my portfolio, because it's just my crypto portfolio, and I just want more. I just want tons of Bitcoin. I just want as much as I can get. I mean, that's it.
Nice goal to have.
Yeah, man. It's easy for me, but you know, I keep things separate. I always have. So that works for me, you know. That's how things work for me.
Yep. Everyone has to have their own strategy, that's for sure.
All right. So any other views or any other charts, or you want to look at F? Yeah, we should probably look at that. Now I'm not gonna go look at the FBTC chart, but I remember I drew these lines. That's not a great look either, is it? Now, just because this support was kind of toasted doesn't mean much, but that line was definitely not honored, and this support is not really, I mean, we can move this line way down here now, but again, it's none of this is inspiring tons of confidence in me. So
Right.
Wax was down like 20% today.
Yeah.
I bought some. Yeah, I'm buying this down here. I mean, my gosh, you know, I mean, why wouldn't I? Now, see, Wax is a little different though, because I'm using it for like everything, and I buy a lot of stuff with Wax. So I traded a little USD for Wax But again, you know, that's just, I buy a Bitcoin every week with USD. So whatever I feel like doing with it, sometimes I stash it away. Sometimes I'll trade it for something else if I need something, if I'm running low somewhere. And again, that's just what works for me. And
Right.
you know, obviously our Goldman Sachs establishment has its own DAO and trading needs now too. So exchange needs. This is the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. But again, you know, there's not a whole lot of change on that. Clearly topped out at that 8,300 mark. Now we're just gonna have to keep eyes on this and kind of see what this new level is here.
The problem with that chart right now too, though, is BTC dominance got slaughtered there for a while. It's going to eventually catch back up to 50%. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably draw a line off that like pivot right there. Oops.
Real quick, what's your opinion on China and the mining ban and all that?
Yeah. We'll watch this level. Again, you know, I kind of think we're done dumping temporarily, and now at least we've caught some sort of bottom here on Bitcoin. So the next few days, you know, I'm kind of expecting some of this stuff to at least level out. And we'll keep an eye on it. But you know, if something breaks and we need to talk about something quickly or pull up an emergency meeting, we can certainly do that too. The Bitcoin mining FUD, well, it's not FUD, right? It's a real event. So
I think it's good. I think it's good for Bitcoin as a whole.
I'll tell you, you know who I thought covered that real well is Bits Be Trippin'. And I always forget his first name. I really need to get on a first name base with him. Super nice guy. Go on Twitter and follow Bits Be Trippin' because that dude is like a real miner, and he's been covering the not like a real miner. He's a fucking awesome miner. He's basically the whole reason that I was able to be successful in any sort of mining ventures, because I've learned so much from this guy. Again, you know, go follow him even if you're not a miner, because this guy's very knowledgeable in crypto, and he's been covering the China bans and explaining how yes, there are miners leaving China. So again, you know, we're not gonna bullshit you guys, right? We're here to explain things as we understand them. If you want to, you know, he's flat out just talking about all of this stuff in his YouTube video. So matter of fact, I can probably pull up that link here because it was really good, and I'll share it. The deal though is, you know, should you be worried if you're like a Bitcoin holder because people are leaving China?
Oh, no.
And the answer to that is not necessarily, right? Okay, so here's what you need to understand about miners, right? They're very resourceful people, and they are forced into a bad situation right now in some sort of in parts of mainland China because of this bullshit that the government is trying to pull, which is a lot of tugging, you know, pulling on various entities and politics and government officials, and God only knows, right? You know, I'm not even going to pretend to be an expert in all of those factors, but it definitely seems to, if you want to summarize it, that the current government in China is not trying to make it easy on people to mine Bitcoin, right? So that's what's happening right now. They're basically imposing these restrictions and shutting miners in these huge, you know, factories down. Which is that good for Bitcoin? No, but
Not in the short term.
right. What if the miner picks up their stuff and comes to the United States and sets up shop in Texas or Maryland, or I've heard people setting up all over the place actually, and Greenland, and you know, so it's not like these miners don't have places to go and mine their Bitcoin. if they can set up shop somewhere else now, that costs a lot of money. And, unfortunately, not all of them are going to be able to do that. So there's going to be some capitulation, I'm sure. But again, Bitcoin's such a global thing now. He was even doing some real-time stats on like some of the networks and stuff. And it definitely doesn't seem like any of the networks are being stressed by any of this. I hesitate to call it FUD because it's actually a real event, but I don't get too worried about that sort of thing, and I definitely don't worry about security or any of that kind of stuff.
Oh no, I'm not worried about that.
Bitcoin's being industrialized, guys. I don't, for better or for worse. Now that could be an argument that's that we could say is not a good thing. Like you could probably make some pretty serious arguments that Bitcoin as it is being swallowed up by fiat, right? But one thing it's not going anywhere, right? Ever, in my opinion. So
no, like I was gonna say though, in my opinion, I think it's one of the better things that's happened recently, because if you think about it, it offers a chance for Bitcoin to be redistributed, at least from the network side.
Right.
Whereas China had, at one point it was close to 40% of the network. So, it wasn't all in the one, it's not like Bitmain had it all. There were several different entities that had it, but I think it was close to 40%. It was like 38% of the network was being mined in China.
And some of that, I don't know the details, so I don't know who's being forced out and who isn't.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Flooding his fill is marginally, probably is, right? Some of those places are not being shut down too. Right. So they're definitely playing favorites, and you know how this goes, Doc. It's all especially bullshit when it comes to like what they show you and what they actually tell you, are two different things. But again, maybe Bitcoin miners going somewhere where they're not going to get harassed by their government for doing something that they should be able to do if they want to isn't such a bad thing. So I'm not throwing any, anti-China, China anti-communism stuff out there, but no. Bitcoin in its essence is very, American spirited, right? Like, Western kind of ideal is built into Bitcoin in a lot of ways, and it is anti-censorship and anti-communist in a lot of ways. So, right? Shit. Like, again, I'm not trying to be in politics or any of that stuff,
but it does go against their ability to control.
Right. So again, at someday maybe China bends to the will of Bitcoin instead of the other way around, right? I don't know. Again, maybe that's just me trying to do the rah-rah speech, but I could take the other stance too. I could say Bitcoin's being swallowed up by fiat. It really doesn't matter anymore. It's being industrialized, and the common user really can't use it. And that's true too. It's not fucking easy to use it really anywhere other than a few places, right?
Same with ETH though, when that network.
Well, all crypto, right? Even in Miami, there's very few places that you can pay things in crypto, and that's supposed to be like, crypto capital of the United States right now. So take that for what you will.
Hey, do yourself a favor. Check your signal. Look at the photo I just sent you.
What did you send me, Doc?
Shilly sent me one of his rough drafts of Don Goldman.
Should I show it on air, or are we keeping it secret?
It's not finished yet, so. Yeah.
I'm not sharing that one. You want to spin this wheel? Let's spin this wheel so we can give this crypto twerps away. Again, so this is the crypto twerps. I forgot to freaking tag STAXX.CLUB Studios in here, but if you haven't heard of them, go check them out too. Let's give STAXX a plug here. STAXX is a dude. He's just a great artist. Creative director, making awesome art with the Rabbit Hole guys that are our partners. That's our our whole Romanian connection. Go out, give STAXX Studio a follow and check out his portfolio, because they do some amazing stuff. So
Yeah, he does a lot of sensual art.
Yeah, he's a. I always tease him. He makes the horniest art on wax right now, but he just, he's an artist and he gets inspired by weird stuff, and I love it, right? And he got inspired and he was in a weird mood and he drew this thing, and all of us are scratching our heads even trying to figure out what it is, and he's just a very eccentric weird dude, and it's great, and it's awful and great at the same time. I love Crypto Twerts. I think it's the most underrated project on wax, just because of the artwork is so good, and
And the creativity with the
well,
character.
they when okay, so when Wax blew up is like when the Atomic Hub dropped and everyone kind of learned that they could do their own things and make some money on Atomic Hub, and there was like this massive push, right, on Atomic Hub, and they happened to release their art on the other side, so they're on the simple assets side, and then they made their own website, which actually is a really nice website. They did the drop and the packaging and everything was really nice, but Atomic Hub is Atomic Assets, and pretty much all these new wax projects are on Atomic Assets now. So I really think it was kind of poor, I don't want to say decision making, but just like poor circumstances that project did not become a lot more popular and gain that same mainstream push that they would have
Trickled down, yeah.
on Atomic Hub. So again, if you haven't ever checked out Crypto Twerps, while I'm plugging, let's get out there too. I can't spell it.
Wow, Biff. Wow.
What?
You were struggling with that one.
Yeah. Well, I was. I need to do one thing at a time. There's their Telegram. It's just C Twerps on Twitter. At C Twerps.
On the Twitter.com.
On the Twitter. Go out and follow them. Go to CryptoTwerts.com and buy some of these. I promise you'll like them.
Yeah, they're fun. They're a lot of fun.
They have done collaborations with artists all over the world to just make some really fun artwork and kind of teasy, memey, NFTs. And you can get the packs, and the boxes are still for sale, which I might come out here and buy another box. There's only 45 left though. So when they're gone forever. This is the very first series, and again, this is one of these diamonds in the rough when it comes to NFTs. I swear this is one of my favorite projects. The only way you can buy it is to go out here on Crypto Twerps or to buy them on the resale market. And here's where you want to go buy them if you want to get some of these. I would buy a big nuts box, because then you get the extra bonus packs and then one nuclear refractor, but you definitely want to get the guaranteed nuclear refractor, because those are very rare and awesome looking and worth a couple bucks. Pull those up while I'm in here. The nuclear refractors. They did a great job on this website too. It's a shame, like I said, that they just kind of, the timing of their release of this and like everything that happened on the Atomic drops was just kind of at the same time. But like, here's what the Atomic looks like. And this one's called Smackdowny. So again, these are kind of like spoofy teases on like William Shatner, famous heroes, Kanye West, Johnny Depp, Billy Childish, and a bunch of cool personalities from crypto. Brian Armstrong. They did a Kill Gates and Syringe of the Nerds, which I love, right? I love teasing globalism and like, challenging all of that bullshit. So I'm all about that, man.
Mark Cubano.
Oh yeah, these are great, man. And people, again,
Johnsonless John.
I've got a whole set. I got the whole set of commons. So, I mean, these are in a vault. We've got the whole set of commons, and I'll never trade those, right? Those are staying there forever. I'm going to go out here and buy another box, damn it. You know what I'm saying? This is the kind of stuff, these are the people you want to support too, remember? So these are all your NFT genius guys and all the ones that are out there beating it up and doing all these dust rooms and helping people and, you know, sharing wax, and they're working on all these other awesome projects like Nifty Wizards, which I am going to play on stream. I got the permission to do that. So we'll kind of show, man, I was in the battle training room today. I'm playing Nifty Wizards, and if you haven't messed around with Nifty Wizards in a while, dude, and I know you haven't got to play it that much, but dude, they got this battle training room in there. Okay, so this game is all on Telegram, first of all. So it's like one of the very few games that's built 100% on Telegram that's actually like a real interactive world, and it's its own world now. And there's all these rooms and things that you go and do and interact, but it's also NFT based with a wax wallet. So to get into certain places, you have to have certain things. It's kind of like a, you know, wizard Dungeons and Dragons feel, very RPG, kind of old school RPG feel to it. You know, you cast spells, you have items and armor and weapons, and in the battle training room now you can fling poop on people and it like gets in their eyes and they can't see, and literally that's an NFT, and you can put on a cloak and you can go invisible, you can cast spells, you can get a sword, which is actually really expensive and a very difficult to find or, you know, obtain item. All this is there, it's all built in scarcity, you know, it's got its own currency, you earn dust in these chat rooms. Buddy, come on. You know what's gonna happen, Doc. Again, people think I'm fucking stupid, but I already can tell you what's gonna happen to that game, right? It's gonna blow up. It's gonna go insane. Just like Axie Infinity is going nuts right now, this game will blow up because you can play it on mobile. You don't need to download anything. It's fully interactive. Nobody knows this thing is out here yet, you know, and they're building all this cool shit. Like we have castles, you know, it spits out NFTs. You can own a beer castle or a weed castle, and it, like, you know, gives you beer and weed, and you can burn the NFTs to gain experience and get drunk or get high, like burning the weed. I mean, dude, it's ridiculous, man.
That's hilarious.
It's so good, and it's still in development. So you can go out and play it before it hits mainstream now, right? Get you some dust, learn wax wallets, get all these items. I bought my dust enhancer today. I, you know, went ahead and traded some wax for or traded for some wax and bought our dust enhancer, the one that Mike made, you know, our dust STAXX.
Wizard.
Yeah, I got it for, I think it was like 12 or 1400 wax. It was the cheapest one, but I couldn't wait any longer, man. It's so beautiful.
It is.
I had to have it. But, you know, that's all this dust, right? Nifty Wizards dust is, you know, they're only allowing chat rooms with good chat. So they're promoting, you know, positive behavior, right? And you can integrate all of this stuff in your own chat room. You apply for a dust mine yourself. And then integrate that money, not only, you know, in rewards for rewarding people for chat and positive behavior and that sort of thing, but the dust miner owner earns dust as well. So they can use that to reinvest in their community. I mean, that's what this stuff's all about, right? Community, building large communities of people, and then integrating currencies in them.
Yep, and encouraging interaction.
Go out there and play Nifty Wizards. Trust me. Go out there, click this button right there, and go figure out what the hell that is. And if you don't know, ask somebody. But the Wizard lobby is already getting pretty big. Now they have some pretty amazing admins and stuff, but I can just tell you right now, that's going to be one of those Telegram phenomenons. And it's not even finished yet, so you can kind of be part of the growing and the development of it as well.
Yeah.
Another
cool project to watch grow for sure.
Yeah, so many things on wax too that are just getting big. Hodl God, we have a piece coming out on Our Planet. We did a piece, so go check out the piece we did on Our Planet. Real nice in-depth, kind of all in one place with your earnings calculators and your tools. So if you want to go check out your ether mining and all that kind of stuff, we put everything on one page for you. Anything like this, that we can kind of help you guys, I don't know, put in one place so it's easy to come find. That's what we want to know. So give us the feedback, comments, questions, concerns. What do you want to see us cover? What do you want to see on our games page? Is there something that you want to see us, play on air or on stream? Be interactive, guys. That's what we want to do, right? Add value to our communities. We don't want to take from our communities. We're like the only group that wants to add value by sharing all of these communities and networking the people together, right? We're the only ones that's doing what we're doing, and our Telegram is fun as hell, right? And we're running games now. It's organized. Everybody's getting paid in there. Like, it's just all coming together.
You can't step out for more than an hour. You miss like 200-300 messages.
It's a blast, right?
Yeah.
It's a blast. That morning game too, the werewolf game that we pulled together, like that's really a lot of fun. So we're playing werewolf in our Telegram. And I mean, if you haven't played werewolf, like that's just kind of like a fun community game that 5 people jump into the Telegram and play. Just go join our Telegram. Dang it. Here's our website. Go jump in the Telegram. Bam. Click this button right here. That's all you gotta do. It's so easy. Go join we have 921 members in there. What the heck is going on, Doc? It's gonna be 1,000 soon. We'll definitely celebrate that.
We need to check the date we opened that room.
Hasn't been that long, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. That's awesome. But I mean, seriously, all congratulations go to the community. I mean, they're what helped make it thrive,
Well, now we've got a real crew, and
yeah.
We've grown together from, I remember when we started this Telegram room, and it was just a few of us and like VPOL, and none of us kind of knew what was going on, but we knew that we had something special, and we knew we just had to keep grinding. And now, we're sponsoring events in Miami, right? I mean, I really, like, if you really, and now you have your own NFT. That looks badass, by the way. Let's go back and look at that. We gotta go look at that. Oh, let's spin the wheel. Let's get this wheel spin on. We gotta spin the wheel actually 5 times, which is gonna take some time here. So, I didn't come up with any creative music or anything. Hey, the mayor of Matic just joined us. Thanks for joining, Dilemma. If you actually want to jump on the call, I can send you an invite. All right, so here's our competition. Again, pull the it's exactly 100 names out of here, and the wheel got pretty small looking, but hey, it is what it is. And stop yelling at me, because I had to freaking fish each one of those out there and go make sure they were following everybody. No worries, man. Glad to have you. Holler at us if you wanted to look at anything. We already looked at the charts and decided that Bitcoin looks awful. So this is either going to be the Wyckoff Spring, unlikely, or the Trapdoor, more likely, but we'll see. We did put a G spot on the wheel, so it's right there on the blue. We will always have a G spot. Yeah, the monthly and weekly chart just looks like pew pew. Yeah, we can go back and look at it if you want to, but there's nothing exciting on that at all. There's really nothing exciting about that other than the possibility of this being reaccumulation in some sort of Wyckoff Spring. That's what we decided. So we're gonna pull 5 winners off this wheel. If it does hit the G spot, we've decided we'll give everyone on the wheel a promo. Again, this is our nifty drop. Go out there and buy this promo. Yeah, well, I'm not a big Wyckoff guy either, but a lot of people are talking about it. I heard, and saw on Twitter, and kind of people are like trying to, figure out what a spring is and understand like, hey, what you're looking at in the Wyckoff kind of hierarchy of looking at a chart.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go Wyckoff the cliff.
Wyckoff the cliff. Let's get this wheel spinning. I didn't prepare any music or anything fun either. We should have like a real soundboard for this. But we need to pull 5 winners, and each time we spin, we'll pull them off. I think I have a list here, but we'll see how this goes.
Let's do it.
All right, first wheel spin is on.
For a STAXX.CLUB Studios Rabbit Hole Crypto Twerps collab.
Oh, just missed the G spot. Again, if we hit the G spot in any of these, we'll give everybody on the list a free promo. So basically everybody on the list will get 2x. All right, first winner, wallet, and the @ is the Twitter address. So TAS Angel 1, congratulations. We will be sending that off to you shortly. Now we will remove that person from the list, and we will spin again for the number 2. Good luck, everyone. I feel like Vanna White, only better looking. It's all good. We're gonna do a lot more wheel spins, Marcelink, and no, Patrick, dude. Patrick's he's a cool dude. Great person on chat. Good for him. Glad he won. We're gonna do wheel spins where we drop a link in our chat room and then do a wheel spin. We didn't set that one up. This is actually for a drawing off Twitter. But we're going to do lots more interactive stuff. So appreciate you joining. And this Tuesday night stream is going to be our regular stream. So we're dedicated to this time slot. And then we're also going to find one more kind of 12 hours from now so that we can kind of hit that earlier Euro time. But oh, yeah, you're right, dude. I said Vanna. Thanks for calling me out. All right, did I get Patrick's there here? Yeah, all right, we got 3 more to go. Stop distracting me. What do you mean Vanna isn't on Wheel of Fortune?
Vanna White is too on Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, what are you talking about, dog? What you talking about, Willis?
Jeez. Get your pop culture straight, Dilemma. Wrong.
Yeah, stay online too, because as soon as we pull these here, I'll drop some free promo links in the chat room, so stick with us.
Yep.
Next one is me is self. We got that TZB wallet there. Congratulations. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. And we'll move that one off the list. Matter of fact, I'll try to grab some promos now. So get your wax wallet ready.
Do it. Do it.
Here's what we're spending for. So there's your STAXX.CLUB collabs. Alright, thinking about it. Yep, there we go. I'm not even gonna try that Twitter handle, but it's that one. Oh, you I'm not gonna work here anymore. Oh, you're not gonna get a free NFT. How about that? Not free, actually. Those were not cheap. Those are really nice NFTs. I haven't looked at the mint on those, but we can look at them. These are very high quality. Super happy. that we were able to give those away too. Congratulations. All right, this is gonna be the last one, and I will load up promo. Oh, I got some of yours too, Doc. I'll load those up too.
Nice.
Got your NFT there. Last winner.
Alrighty, wiener.
Winner NFT. No. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, dude, you can do that in Nifty Wizards too, by the way. You can shoot fucking Hadoukens. I'm not even joking. Congratulations, Sangad 12021. I will put a very nice post on Twitter. Congratulations to you guys. And again, Patrick, because he's a huge chatter in our chat room, and we appreciate all of our amazing participants. And you know, again, even if you're just in this to snipe some giveaways and you want to help us do some retweets and stuff like that, every little bit helps, guys. Every little bit helps us get where we need to go. So push those buttons. Don't be shy. You're not too cool to retweet a giveaway or whatever, as long as it's tasteful and fun. We're trying to do more scavenger hunt, you know, interactive kind of things rather than just the retweet and add some friend stuff. Right. But again, that has its value too. So just, you know, just push those buttons, guys. That's all we ask. Again, thank you guys very much for the retweet stuff, and we'll get another giveaway loaded up right away on Twitter. So make sure to go out there and follow Golden STAXX on Twitter if you're not already doing so. Put that link in the chat room as well.
Follow at BTC Biff, at Doc Euler Holds, at Dilemma Beats, or well, no, it's Mayor of Matic now. That's right.
Yeah, no, follow all those guys at this point.
Why wouldn't you? Mayor of McDonald's today.
Oh yeah, I put the replay of his video up with his McDonald's hat on.
That's awesome.
There's our Twitter, and now I got a link here somewhere. Gonna throw a couple of links in the Twitch chat. So if you have your Wax wallet logged in, get your Clicka ready. First come, first serve.
Get her done.
Get her done. Get her done. Get her. Get. Here, we'll load a couple more too.
So much for sticking to an hour, right?
Well, you know, we're at the end now, so we've pretty much wrapped up and done everything we need to do. We looked at some charts. We did our giveaway. We spun the wheel. I'm gonna get those out right away. We pretty much accomplished everything that we needed to do. We talked about your drop. We talked about ours. We talked about what we're going to do with our promo, right? So remember, you need 10 of these guys. Stack them up. You go buy 10 of these right now. Don't get left out, because if these get sold out, right, and you can't get the 10 to get your animated hologram, you're just SOL. Because then you're going to have to get them on the secondary market. Yeah. And I'll tell you right now, you know, I plan on stirring up the secondary market. I mean, that's what we're going to do. So go out and buy them damn things.
Dilemma says, someone send me some Ryus.
Some Ryus? You get none. Do I have a Ryu? I don't even think I have a Ryu. I have a Chun-Li.
I don't have one.
Pretty sure I staked it. Dude, everything's on our planet now. I mean, for the most part, anyway.
Yeah.
Gonna drop another promo here. Again, this is the promo that you're gonna need 10 of, so make sure you stack these things up. And if you're not in our Telegram, go jump in right now. Again, we're running daily games. Everybody in there is winning something.
Oh, I meant
if you participate, you're gonna win, right? We make sure everybody gets a little something. So
I meant to ask you, did XRP ever drop back below the D-Rex line?
Well, I didn't look, but we can go look.
We should tease him about that tomorrow.
Yeah, no, feel free to share those. Marcella, just whatever, man. We're just dropping. I'm literally just dropping these out of our inventory for anybody. So, you enjoy it. Again, you're gonna need 10 of these hologram promos if you want the animated version. So, enjoy it, sir. And if you have pretty fast internet, you always have an advantage on these. But we drop all these a lot in our Telegram too. I always try to drop things. Not only when lots of people are on, but when people aren't looking. We also put these links all over our website. I try to get those, or one of our staff tries to get them up at least, every couple of days. But the idea of that is to, obviously encourage people to come out and visit our website. So check our posts for those links. We stash links everywhere. I mean, you can look at the bottom of our website here, there's a scan me on there from a few days ago, and I don't even know what it was. Oh, there's a promo, somebody got that. So go out, check our website, guys. We're here to stay. We're not going anywhere. We're building, we're listening to our community. We're building things based on what our community is asking us to do, interacting with basically everybody, right? So we've got a lot to do still and a lot of ground to cover, and we need to get our name out there on the internet. Look for me. I'm going to be everywhere. I'm going to be very visible. I'm definitely going to be trying to be out there as much as I can out on the streets, sharing things with people. I'm going to stop my screen share here, Doc, just so I can kind of pull your beautiful face up here. Any closing words for us here before we depart?
Just don't get discouraged by seeing the red, guys. I know we started the show with markets, and I just wanted to end touching on that. There's gonna be plenty of time for another bull run. All we do now is we focus on building our bags. You focus on like Biff said, doing what we do. We dollar cost average. We buy once a week. Sometimes on days like today, I didn't today, but sometimes on days like today, when I see negative 26% on a chart, I add to a bag. So
I don't want to try to come off sounding like arrogant, right? But I literally bought into this thing today and I didn't think twice about it. I don't stress over any of this stuff anymore. As soon as you stop the leverage day trading and the moving stuff around and just kind of treat this as just a stacking game, it all changes, guys. And it's not, I'm not trying to say that just to sound cool, right? I mean, it really does. Like, it takes all the stress out of it. You can just start having fun again. And then all of a sudden you kind of free up some of your time too. And then
don't get emotional about your bag.
Yeah. And take the emotion out of it. And stop thinking about it and checking your portfolio all the damn time. I really don't look at prices anymore unless someone is asking me to, more from like, hey, will you go look at something for me? But I'm an analyst and I'm happy to do that. But again, I don't have a stick of deodorant on my desk anymore, Doc. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't live like that anymore. It's crypto's a part of my life. And they like say you start trusting the code or whatever. Well, again, we don't preach shit coins as like vehicles for investments or whatever. If you're making some sort of temporary play on things, just call it what it is. But, we like using these blockchains for what we think is building the future, right? And that's gaming, entertainment, art, music, all of these things that we're involved in right now. Empowering people, using these tools, right, to cut out middlemen, cut out huge corporations, or not cut them out per se all the way, but at least start taking some of this market share back and investing it back into people, communities, projects that make sense, right? And governments and infrastructures that desperately need to be rebuilt all over the world. Right? We have the tools available to start holding people accountable. We need to start using them. We need to start teaching other people how to use them. Right? And that's what we do. And that's why we're trying to teach people to trade, these NFTs, use links, share things, right? push buttons, get out there, don't be afraid, right? Come ask us, come talk to us. We're really easy to find, really approachable, amazing people on our Telegram. If you prefer Discord, go out there. We have one of those kind of set up. It's a quiet Discord, really just for trading right now. But you know, feel free to come, choose whatever avenue makes you more comfortable. And if it's not in our social club, go find another one, right? Go find a group of people that makes you feel comfortable or have fun with them. Stop worrying about the damn prices. Stop beating your skull against the wall. Stop, you know, holding Twitter up to your face 24/7 and comparing yourself with other people and worrying about all that nonsense and subjecting yourself to the engagement wars, right?
Yeah.
Come relax. Come play a video game. Come try Nifty Wizards. Come, you know, experience some of these things like Lost Relics on Engine and, you know, all these games like the Central Land and stuff popping up on Ethereum. I mean, the list goes on and on and on, right? And not only that, but then Wax also has these titles that are popping up. So 3 years ago, guys, and I'm not bullshitting you, you know, I was looking for stuff to go play that was on blockchain, right? And now we have AAA titles coming out left and right. So entire countries moving on to Axie Infinity.
Well, it's only a matter of time before console games are going to be on blockchain.
Dude, the NFT community is no joke, but it's the bigger picture that I think people are starting to really understand in some of these communities, and it's really driving us. But on the outside, you still hear the same old garbage, right? It's like, oh, you know, NFTs are dead, or it's a bubble, or blah, 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 blah. No, right? So maybe some projects like that, but this technology is just technology. The technology doesn't go anywhere, right? Well, it's only going to expand. We're only going to use it more. Blockchain is going into every industry on the planet, guys. Every one of them. There isn't not an industry on the planet that will not have distributed ledger technology in the next 10 years. You heard it here. If anyone wants to argue with that, I will flat out, you know, have that argument. I don't know how anyone would take that side, right? I mean, the writing's on the wall, and we have to be the people that mold these things, or, you know, other people are going to use these same systems to try to control people. That's not what we're about, man.
Tup says, here for the technology.
Yeah, I'm here to STAXX that technology. God, that was, maybe we'll save that for the next stream, because that was such a great sticker. If you want to see that sticker, we're gonna have to mint that. Jump in the Telegram and check it out. And Tup is one of our amazing administrators, and thank you very much for doing all that you do. I know it's a very thankless job right now, but again, you know, we sure appreciate it, and we would not be able to do any of this stuff without you guys and the subscribers and the people who are out there that are doing the sharing and, you know, retweeting and pushing buttons and all of this stuff, guys. We really appreciate you, and we want to grow, right? The larger we grow, the more we're going to give back, the more we're going to keep this cycle continuing, and, you know, it's just a beautiful thing, right? It's a beautiful system. Thank you. Great, man. I'll see you on there. Again, we're playing Werewolf Telegram tomorrow morning in there, 7:30 to 8:30 Eastern. So whatever that is, 12 UTC or somewhere around there, 11:30 to 12:30 UTC. And the winners that remain alive, whoever that is, they get paid 2 wax, right? And if one of the admins wins, that wax carries over to the next round. So it's like super cool. So not only are you earning dust for chatting, right? You're participating with your community, and you have a chance to win some money, and we're dropping NFTs in there, and we're making it rain. I mean, come on. I mean, it's too good, right? It's too good. It's so good, buddy. I love it. I love it. I love you. I love all of you. That's probably a good segue right there, man. Any final thoughts before we close?
Nope. I think I'm good to go.
Man, again, it's been another killer show. Yeah, watch the replay of the last one with the mayor of Manic. We just really dropped it down. And again, it was a pleasure to have this show with you. And we'll see you, next Tuesday. Maybe we'll try to get something together this weekend. If we do, we'll announce it. Thank you guys for the follows and joining us tonight. Let us know if you have any questions, guys. You know, again, hit those comments, likes, buttons. I know that, you know, everybody says that, but it's absolutely true, right? That's the only way we can be interactive, and that's how you kind of get those bots working in our favor. So wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a great day or a great evening, and take care of yourself, and we'll see you next time. And we'll finish up here. I'll hit the closing with some music. Again, let us know if you have any questions, and take care of yourself. God bless, and
Catch you later, Stacks.
catch you next time.